Welcome back to Close Up on San Diego Business, where we get up close and personal with San Diego businesses and the key people that are working hard to make a difference in our community. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here on KFSD AM 1450 and financialnewsandtalk.com. Okay, we're back with William Holzhauer from Hacienda de las Rosas Winery. I think I got it right that time, did I?
Absolutely. You're starting to roll your R's. Thank you.
Not really. I want to hear how Al would say it.
Yeah.
No, why don't we try tempranillo?
Perfecto.
Yeah.
Okay. So, William, tell us a little bit about your winery and what you're doing.
Well, we actually have a family winery that we opened up in Ramona. My wife and I bought a piece of property for her dream, which was to raise fine horses. And we had 600 dead apple trees. So we took out the apple trees and I planted grapes for fun. It's been 15 years. It's a lot of fun.
Who grows? You're the first person I've ever met who grows grapes for fun. But
yeah, that's how it started out. Now it's a full-time, family-involved legacy. We're one of 80 wineries here in San Diego County. We represent a lot of the past. We go back into the 1800s with the Spanish Padres. Right. Who were the first to plant grapes here in Mission de Alcala, and the 21 missions all the way to Sonoma.
Interesting. Well, you know, one of the things that we talked about before the show was you're located down in Old Town. So let's start out because you're, I don't want to say a retail, but maybe more retail. Let's tell people where you're located.
Well, we have a retail tasting room in Old Town San Diego on State Park property in the Fiesta de Reyes Plaza. Okay. And we are the only winery on State Park property in the state of California. We were invited by the parks folks to come down and represent and have people dress in the 1800s and pour wine that was actually made from recipes of the Spanish Padres.
And you still do that?
Yes, we do it 7 days a week.
Wow.
We're only closed 2 days a year. You can pick which 2 they would be, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And the rest of the time we're there, we're open 11:30 to 9, 7 days a week.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And it's a tasting room. You also do some craft beer tasting in there.
Yeah, we just started that about 1.5 years ago. We bring a whole taste of San Diego by allowing people to taste locally made beers. It's a big brewing is incredibly large, again, here in San Diego as well.
Well, I think we had somebody on the show the other week. I forget who it was. I think it was the attorney talking about the other brewing company, and
David
apparently,
King?
No, Frederick Gaston.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, Fred was saying that San Diego is the craft beer capital of the world.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Well, who knew? From biotech to beer.
Yeah,
that's what San Diego
we have all of the
of
above today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go back into my history back in the days when I was the draft beer dispenser king of the world.
Oh, okay.
That was many years ago. So
that's when we're going to do a show on confessions.
Yeah, no. I think I'll be absent for that one. Anyway, so you have let's talk about some of the awards that you've gotten from the San Diego Chamber of Commerce and a few other things. Tell us about.
Yeah, there was the awards from the Chamber of Commerce was a lot of fun to do. It was innovative marketing for a small business. We are a small family business. We do provide health insurance for one of our part-time employees, so we're doing really well with that part. But I digress. At any rate, you need to submit this long form for the Chamber of Commerce and, to nominate yourself. So I got the crazy idea to take this form, put it around a wine bottle with a big bow on it, and that was what instead of putting it in an envelope or a 3-ring notebook, that's what we turned in. Uh-huh. So we won the Innovative Award for, it was kind of fun to do, and stand up with my cowboy hat. We do all those things. One of the things that people always tell us is that we are living our dream, and when we're exhausted looking at each other going, when does it start to be living the dream? My wife just finished and published a book called Drink Fine Wine, Ride Fine Horses, Leading the Life of Your Dreams. So
that sounds great. Like a perfect life.
Yeah.
Well, you have to tell us a little bit about your horses out. Is it out in Ramona where the horses are?
Yeah, we have a tasting room, and the winery is located in Ramona. And my wife's passion is Peruvian Pasos. They're a Spanish gaited horse. They're lovely. They're wonderful. We have 7 or 8 of them. I forgot how many we fed this morning, but and it's an ongoing business. So
now, can people go and ride them, or are they just show horses?
They're show and trail horses, my wife will definitely put someone on the back of a horse if they're interested in purchasing one. So
Okay.
So, well, no more horses for me. I have all that I need right now.
Well, your own horses now? I know your daughter rides.
Well, you might say I own the horse. I think it's my daughter's horse. She owns it. I just pay for
Gotcha.
it. So,
that's the way it works.
yes.
Now, I never knew that San Diego had so many wineries.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Prior to Prohibition, there were 45 wineries in San Diego County. This was the Mecca. This was the Napa. Okay, Napa's not discovered till 1976. But after Prohibition, they were closed down, or during Prohibition, they closed them all down, except one or two that they allowed to stay open for the Catholic diocese to make sacramental wine. So wineries such as the Bernardo Winery has been around since 1889. They were making sacramental wine for the Catholic diocese here. Now we have almost 80 wineries. We actually outnumber Temecula.
Wow.
And we're all family owned and operated. We all planted our grapes. We all put our grapes out. We stomp them.
Now, what's your specialty, or do you have a specialty? Are you reds, whites? Talk to me about your
Our
wine
Spanish
yourself.
wines are our specialty.
Okay, and
we
Spanish
do.
is, I don't know a whole lot about wines.
Okay, well, Spanish wines would be like Tempranillo.
Oh.
We just planted Albarino, which is a white Spanish grape, and we'll be producing that. We also make wonderful ports. We make wonderful brandies. Brandy or cognac. Cognac is just a place that makes brandy, in case you want to know that.
Yes.
We also make sherries. All of these things are made from grapes.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, including vermouth, which is also made from grapes, distilling a grape.
So
Interesting.
when you planted your grapes, is there like a 5-year waiting time?
For some of them, it's between a 3 and 5 year before you get a mature enough cluster of grapes to make a decent wine, because you're dealing with acids and you're dealing with tannins. Tannins are the things that makes your cheeks go in. Okay?
Yeah.
You have to have them, but you can't have too many of them.
Right.
And on the red wines, you're looking for something that is at least a 4-year-old vineyard most of the time. Now, Tempranillo really translates as first to be ripe in the vineyard, and that's exactly what it is. So while all my neighbors who have grapes, we have wineries right next to us. You can walk to several of the wineries. That's how many there are. They'll be out there waiting for their Cab Franc or Cabernet Sauvignon to be ripe. My Tempranillo has already been crushed, destemmed, fermented, and in the tank because it comes due so early.
Wow.
So it's really nice to be finished with it, and then I can go do the other varietals.
You're listening to Close Up on San Diego Business here on KFSD AM 1450 and financialnewsandtalk.com. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with my co-hosts, Andrea Kay and Al Arias, and our esteemed guest, William Holzhauer from Hacienda de las Rosas Winery.
So you had a dream to grow grapes, but there's not like a class you can go and take at the community college on being a winemaker.
Well, now there is, but back
really?
15 years ago, there were three wineries in San Diego County. So what you would do is go to UC Davis. That is the premier. There's viticulture, which is the growing of the grapes, and there's oenology, which is actually the science of making wine. And UC Davis is the premier viticulture in the world. Everyone from the world that wants to learn to make grapes goes to UC Davis.
Well, that covers both sides of the family here, because UC Davis is the epitome of the equestrian school too, isn't it?
They have an incredible class up there as well.
Yeah.
I actually have spent 3 weeks in different weekends, if you will, in the vineyards doing nothing but identifying grape leaves and making my own grape leaf book. Grapes are identified by the leaf, not by the grape.
Huh.
Yes, you can tell whether it's a red or a...
That's a new one.
Yeah, I never heard that before.
You can tell whether they're red or white, okay, after they go through veraison, color change, otherwise they look green, okay. But you can't tell a Cabernet Sauvignon from Petit Syrah or Tempranillo. You can't tell a Petit Syrah, even though it's called Petit Syrah. It may not be small, that's just a name, but you can buy the grape leaf. And so the reason I did that is because there are people in San Diego County who have planted grapes in their backyard. They sing to them. They put music on. They pick the little bugs off them. You know, they treat them like, family. And they're going to come to me and say, William, I've got Cabernet Sauvignon. I go, great, I'd love to make some. I'll go over there with my book, look at the grape leaf and go, this is a cab leaf. This is a Merlot leaf. And then they'll say, but the guy that gave it to me Oh, yeah. The guy that gave it to you said it was Cab, but it really isn't. It's Merlot. So that's the only way we can identify them.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, I was going to make that remark that when you're in business, you buy grapes, right, to make part of your wine.
Sometimes we do. I manage about 14 other vineyards here in San Diego County. I've planted close to 60, from vineyards the size of this studio to vineyards that are acres. From Mission Hills, I put a family vineyard in, to all the way out right next to Temecula, but still in San Diego County. And so I do buy grapes, but we mostly use only the grapes that are on our property.
So how many cases do you
We do
produce?
less than 5,000 gallons a year. We're considered a boutique winery.
Well,
Oh, I like
No.
boutique.
Oh, I know. I like boutique too.
Yes.
Now, can people come to your facility and rent it out for parties, or do you guys
Well, we
do
don't-
events at all?
We really don't do events.
Okay.
We're really small, and we're not trying to be, the biggest guy on the block. We're a small family winery. We are going to be open on the weekends in Ramona on Saturday and Sundays. We're open 7 days a week in Old Town. There you can rent our
Okay.
rooms out, and there you can do events. Somewhere between 50 and 75 people down there.
Oh,
Well,
perfect.
That's
So,
great.
yeah.
That's
That's
great.
perfect for like a birthday party or
Absolutely.
yeah.
Right. Well, tell us real quick how our audience can find out more about Hacienda de las Rosas
Well, it's pretty
And
easy.
get the book.
and to get the book.
It's really easy. Our website is sdwinery.com. SD for San Diego winery.com.
Great.
That's the easiest way to get a hold of us.
Okay, and you're down in Fiesta de las Reyes in Old Town. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. Good.
Can
Well,
we get one of those cool shirts when we're there too?
Yeah.
William has a great shirt on
Yeah. It's with the
with
logo.
the winery on it with the
This
logo.
is tax deductible, by the way, because I am required to wear a uniform.
Oh, yep. See,
So are-
see.
And the other thing that's
Yeah,
tax,
but you're wearing on the street.
I'm representing my company. And in Old Town, part of my genre is smoking cigars, because that's what they did in the 1800s. And in my contract with the state, cigars are tax deductible.
Oh, I like you. I like you.
So-
Who signed that contract?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
well, William, thanks for being with us.
Franchise Tax Board.
You are listening to Close Up on San Diego Business, where we get up close and personal with homegrown San Diego businesses and the people that are working to make a difference in our community. This is financialnewsandtalk.com. I'm your host, Barry Waxler. We'll be right back after the break with more homegrown business Close Up.